the name of God. Hello everybody, it's Smart Binary channel of YouTube. It is the first episode of the learning binary bot that I will teach you how to create bot in binary.com or deriv.app. In first session I wanna teach you the logic, math, text, advanced and binary, and how can you use it on your bot. So first let me show you and teach you how you can learning to create a bot and what is this. Let me refresh this page. So we have some block on the binary bot that I will show you and explain you to how can make your bot. In main bot we have 4 blocks here to define your trade, your contract, watch and purchase your contract, watch and sell purchase contract, and get your trade result and trade again. So what is the first block? As you know, we define our trade in here. For example, we wanna trade on forex market, smart FX, minor pairs or major pairs. As you know, in third block we have currency here. If you minor pairs, we see Audi Chef, Audi NZD, Euro NZD, and something like this. So volatility indexes is here, continuous indexes and volatility 10, 25, 50, 75, 100. We can choose anyone that I want. The second line is trade type, up or down, that means raise and fall or higher and lower. As you know, raise and fall and higher and lower has difference. The difference between this is barrier. If you use higher and lower, barrier add here, you can add barrier here. I will explain it later. Contract type, you can use both or higher and lower. If you use for example lower, here changed lower, just you can trade lower. I recommend you use both. So we can find in define your trade contract, we have to choose our currency that bot will trade on this. So we use volatility 15 and up or down and raise and fall, for example. So we have 2 checkbox here that I recommend you don't use any check or uncheck here. Set it here, first one uncheck and second one checked. We have a line run once at start. Everything that you stay here or create here just run once time and at start the bot. When you start the bot, first time this block run. For example we have a variable test variable. We want to set this test variable to, for example, 17. This block this block, just this block, run one time. This block runs one time. When you start the bot or run the bot, this bot start and never it will repeat. Just everything that you insert here. For example, you can something like this. These are examples. For example, test2, set test2. So these are run one time when you start the bot. So now define trade option. Sorry. As you know, duration and stakes have to set when you want to trade. If you trade manually, you have to set these, and now you can set these here. Let me show you on a smart trader. Let me for example, syntax says you have to set duration and a stake here. These blocks are here. You can set duration, ticks, seconds, minutes, hours and days, or stakes in currencies. For example, I set 5 ticks and example $0.5. So now we can find here that we define our trade options, and then we can use rules. As I said when you change trade type, this block may be changed. For example, higher and lower barrier, add it. Or for example, touch or no touch, we have barrier here. Or other types of trade that you know it's staying goes out. We have two barrier, high barrier and low barrier. So we back to up and down and raise and fall. Remember, change it 5 ticks and 50 cents. So the second block, watch and purchase your contract. When you learn the logic and other type of rules that you use in your bot, you can set rules here. I just want to define it very fast, and for example, let me remove it and it and it. We set test variable to 5. For example, we want to watch and purchase our contract in our bot. So we want to say the bot, when you see test variable is 5, start trade. And if there is no 5 in test variable, bot not allowed to start a trade. We just have to add a if block. It's very simple. We add this block on logic here. We say when test variable equal to 5 purchase rice. Finish. When test variable is 5 purchase rice. So we start our bot to see it. Bot start and trade start. Why? Because test variable is 5 and our condition is when test variable is 5 purchase rice, and purchase continuously start trade for 5 ticks. We are lucky. All of our trade are win. 5 ticks, as you see here, volatility 15 and 5 ticks. So stop the bot. We have $1.84. It's our luck. So let me close it. As you see here, we set test variable 5 at the first step, and when test variable is 5 purchase rice. If I change it to 6 for example, but never will run. Let me clear the page and see what happened. As you see here, trade doesn't start because test variable is 6 and here is 5, and bot doesn't start the trade. So let me explain other blocks. After that, in other sessions I will explain more conditions and more rules to you. The third blocks, watch and sell your purchase contract. As you know, we can sell our contracts on binary.com. Then let me, for example, 5 minutes, $1. I purchase lower. View. As you see here, we have a bottom sell at market. If it here or in potential profit or lose, we can sell by this profit and lose. For example, 2 cents minus 9 cents. We can sell at market our contract. For example, I sell at market with minus 20 cents. I sold my contract. We can here sell our contract here. As you see here, there is a condition here, and if sell is available, for example, sell my contract. Let me explain it after, because it needs some conditions and some rules that you know, that you have to know it before I explain it. Let me explain it after that. And fourth block, get your trade result and trade again. As you know, this block can find your result of your trade, and it's decide to trade again or not, or martingale your trade. As you know, in this block or this block starts when the contract finished. For example, we start a contract, for example, 5 seconds, 5 ticks and 5 cents. So contract will be finished. After that, this block start to work. For example, let me show you. If result win, we won the contract, trade again. If we win the contract, trade again. Else, do not do things. Don't do. So let me 5 start the bot. If we win, we trade again. If we lose, bot stopped. As you see here, we lose and bot stop. If we win, bot start trade again and trade again and trade again. In next sessions, I will teach you that how you can martingale your trades here, or when you lose, what do you want in this block, or when you win, what do you do in this block. I will teach you about these blocks fast, and in next sessions I will explain them fast. Logic. As you know, here we can use if, and something about the logic that we use in our bot. Math, we use blocks that you for example equal, minus, plus, and something like this about math. I will teach you in next sessions. Text. As you know about it, we use these blocks for text. We can create text here and show the text to the users. Advanced. We have list, variable, function, and loops. List is more complicated, and I will teach you in a session list, if you use list in your bot. Variable, that's we need it on our bots for the condition. For example, if this variable is 2, purchase the starts. Variable, we can use it many times in our bots, and many variables we can use. Functions, I will teach you later. Loop, we can use loops for repeat. For example, we can use a condition or a mathematic block and repeat it, for example, 10 times. Trade definition, define your trade, and if we delete this, for example, I delete it, we can here add it again. For this block is for second, this is, and this is, and this is. Tick analyze. If we have a condition that we want to repeat it every tick, we can continue and we can repeat it. We can start it and stay it on this block. For example, variable, set this variable to everything this will be run. This block will be run. Let me remove it, and something like this, and I will teach it on next sessions. Indicator, that you know indicator in chart and you use it, for example SMA, EMA, Bollinger Band, and relative strength index, RSI can use, and something like this, Bollinger Band array, RSI array, MACD array, and something like this. We will teach you in next session. Tools, we can use time, candle, and MISC. Time, this time for example this block is for delay, and other blocks I will teach you in next sessions. Candle, as you know, we have candles on charts. Let me show you this candle. Oh, my internet is disconnected. Let me refresh it. Candles, these are candles. If we want to use these candles, we can define it here. Make a list, read, open or close, high, low of candle. I will teach you. And MISC, in MISC just we want to work by this. For example, let me show you for the end of the session. Every tick block notify green, for example smart binary YouTube, a smart binary YouTube. I start the bot, a smart binary YouTube. So just this notify, we can use it. Other blocks doesn't work, or these are very complicated. I will teach you on next sessions. As I said you, this video is for a smart binary channel on YouTube. Please subscribe and like this video on a smart binary channel of YouTube. If you have any question, comment on this page. Thank you.